Hi everybody, Kevin Dunn here from Prophets of Hope. Just back from our Manitoba tour. Thanks so much for everybody for coming out. What a great 3 nights. Sitting at my desk this morning, and an email comes in from a friend, Dr. Mark Comrade. Dr. Mark, we interviewed for Fatal Flaws. He sent me this quite disturbing but very telling article from the Boston Globe. Here's the headline: Susan and Carl Chase, an artist and a musician in Maine, who chose when to end their lives through suicide. Very disturbing, but very telling, and here's why. In their last letter, now that this couple, 75, 77 years old, in their last letter answering the why question their deaths would raise, Susan and Carl Chase spoke unflinchingly about their deteriorating health and the unappealing likelihood of failing further. They also offered their blunt assessment of the world's poor prospects environmentally and politically. We've had the full and happy lives, blessed with extraordinary good luck, they wrote. It is unreasonable, and here's the key: it is unreasonable at our age to assume it will continue that way, and we want to leave while things are good, before our luck runs out, not after. So here's the concerning part of this: they chose suicide for existential reasons. Suicide for I'm completely healthy, but I'm fearing the future. I'm fearing the future suffering. And I thought immediately of the law that's trying to be passed, or the legislation that's trying to be passed in the Netherlands, called the Completed Life, which would allow people for existential reasons. I'm healthy otherwise, but I feel my life is complete. So therefore, I would like a pill to end my life. Legalizing suicide, if you will, but in the assisted suicide sense, where the doctor provides them the lethal dose. Very, very disturbing, because you see immediately that suicide and assisted suicide are not that far apart. In fact, they're very much the same. Fear of future suffering was a key factor in this young couple's, I call them young couple's, decision to end their life by suicide. And this is the same reason, the same rationale we see in assisted suicide. Fear of future suffering as one of the key reasons. Fear of becoming a burden, fear of losing my autonomy. All these things driving people's request for euthanasia and assisted suicide. The media describes these things, these couple suicides, as somehow romantic, and I think that should disturb us. I think that should give us great reason to ponder and to think about what these laws are doing to society. I'm afraid we're going to hear more and more of these tragedies as society embraces the idea that some lives are not worth living. What's worse is we're now providing the legal means for people to do this. We've got to wake up. I truly think this is a wake-up call to all of us, not only to inform ourselves, to inform our politicians, to inform the medical profession of what these laws do to society over time, but also for all of us to become a prophet of hope in the lives of those around us, especially as we enter the Christmas season, when people have very, very difficult times. Very difficult times. We have to become prophets of hope in the lives of those around us. Be the reason for their tomorrow. For Prophets of Hope, I'm Kevin Dunn.